New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
My what I want to say down, because I don't want to be all over the place, and I feel safe now that the Dusties are in the gulag. Well, when I look at the title, White Man Appreciation, 1,000 Reasons Why White Men Are Better for Black Women. Well, my response to that, and also my story about that is, well, first off, we aren't slaves anymore. Love is love. White men love education.
Hey guys, look, I just wanted to tap in really quick. I just got this feeling, man, that this summer is, it's about to be a white boy summer. You know, take it how you want.
Has sex with multiple women without telling them that he was HIV positive and has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. At least 2 of the women were diagnosed with HIV after dating the man. Gentry Burns, age 27, of Port Orange, pled no contest Thursday to 1 count of uninformed HIV-infected sexual intercourse. 2 other counts of the same felony charge were dropped. Burns, who was arrested after an ex-girlfriend contacted authorities, was also sentenced to 12 months of probation upon his release. An investigation into Burns started in October of 2019 when his ex told authorities that she believed that she got HIV from him while the pair dated back in 2013. Quote, the victim was reaching out and contacted another woman who Burns was dating in an attempt to warn them. She also provided detectives with names of other women she believes that Burns could have infected. Detectives later learned that Burns, who was diagnosed with the virus back in January of 2014, had sex with 3 women without telling them of his status. One was later diagnosed with HIV in 2017 after dating Burns a year earlier. Quote, it's believed that Gentry Burns traveled extensively along the east coast of the United States and may have had contact with additional victims in the states. 21 states, including Florida, have laws requiring people with HIV who are aware of their status to tell their sex partners, with potential penalties ranging up to life in prison. An estimated 33 million people have died worldwide from AIDS-related illnesses since the first reported cases of HIV back in 1981. Approximately 1.2 million people in the United States have HIV, with about 13% of them unaware of their status. Annual infections nationwide have dropped more than 2/3 since the height of the pandemic back in the mid-1980s. An estimated 34,800 new HIV infections occurred throughout the United States in 2019, the most recent year in which statistics are available. Quote, the CDC estimates of annual HIV infections in the United States show hopeful signs of progress in recent years. CDC estimates show new HIV infections declined 8% from 37,800 in 2015 to 34,800 in 2019 after a period of general stability. HIV continues to have a disproportionate impact on certain populations, particularly racial and ethnic minorities, and gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men. And this is according to HIV.gov, a site run by the United States Government of Health and Human Resources.
Is this your game? Huh? Is this your game?
All right, so I'm just going to relook over this again as I'm talking to you guys. And the most that I can clearly see is that Gentry Burns, age 27, is only going to get 2 years in prison for the act that he committed. Pay attention to that. He acknowledges and knows the fact of his status, and he's had this since what they stated in the article since 2014. We are now in 2021. So you would have to, in a sense, guess how many women he actually has been with, unprotected, willfully unprotected. And this is what he decided to do to those women, right? And then you also now have to figure out and wonder, who are all of those women who sat here and had intercourse with him unprotected, and now they potentially have HIV. And then from that, you now have to wonder and figure out, with those women, how many people have they also slept with and then potentially gave HIV, which was originally given to them by Burns. Now they're giving it off to somebody else. And then you would have to wonder who those people are sleeping with. Like, do you see how dangerous this is? Do you understand how dangerous this is? This is in the same vein as Jason Pope, DJ Kid, the same one who stated that he has all of these black female bodies because he was just knocking them down, having all types of unprotected fun with them. And then when you have men, doing these stories like myself, and you start, in a sense, going hard on the women because they're not being protective over their own bodies, right? Because it's the whole thing of it's a woman's choice. She can do whatever it is that she wants to do because it's her body. Well, there you go. They chose to sleep with this man unprotected because they felt by the way that he looks that I guess he's safe, or he's so attractive, right, to them that, he's safe and he obviously doesn't have anything. I'm pretty baffled as to why it is that women would take such a risk with a man. No matter the way he looks, why would you take such a risk with a man, knowing the fact of how detrimental that can end up being for you? That could pretty much ruin your whole life just by that one thing that you decided to do, when all you had to do was use protection. When all you had to do was, before you even made it this far, that y'all went to like some type of site that, doesn't register anything, and you could have gotten tested just so that both people know their status before they decided to commit to said act unprotected. At least if it would have went that way, a lot of these women, a lot of their lives would have, in a sense, been saved. And a lot of the lives of those women's partners would have been saved, and their partners' partners, and their partners' partners' partners. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure that a lot of these women more than likely know now that they have HIV, but they're more than likely are going to be embarrassed, and they're not going to tell the other people that they have slept with. And then those people, because of society, they're more than likely going to go around and commit to the same acts and have unprotected sex and continue the same vicious cycle as what Burns did. Like I said before, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes at the end of the day. And it's a shame that a lot of these women decided to play Russian roulette with their bodies, when all they had to do was simply go get tested with the person that they felt that they wanted to have intercourse with. It's so simple. It doesn't even take that long. It's not like it takes weeks to get any type of diagnosis or whatever back. It doesn't even take that long. But yet people are so quick, people are so fast, and people just want everything now. This is what happens. This is what happens. A part of me, in a sense, I'm like, yo, I really feel sorry for these women because, you can almost, in a sense, say that they were targeted. But then the whole other half of me says that no, this is exactly what they bargained for, because they decided to have unprotected sex with a man that they did not know anything about. And this is proof that they didn't know anything about him. Because if they did know about his status, I promise you, those women would not have committed to having unprotected sex with him and ended up now having a HIV positive status. Like I said, people need to be smarter. And as I've stated to people before, and especially a lot of women out here, this is the reason why I put out a lot of these stories. Because too many times y'all like to go out here and, do all of this type of reckless behavior. And then you'll have people guys like Gentry Burns who come into contact with you, and you're like, oh, you know, he looks this, he looks that, his body looks this, his hair looks that, right? He smells like this. And then magically you're so wrapped up in all of that physical stuff that you're not paying attention to the things that you can't see. HIV is clearly one of those things that you can't see. And now because they can't see it and they didn't want to pay attention and take any type of precautions, now they got to suffer the consequences. So, you know, hopefully to a lot of the women that just so happen to watch this video, you'll decide to go out there and get tested so that you'll know your status. And if you decide that you want to have any type of, you know, sex or unprotected sex with whoever that you're with, you'll decide to hold off and you'll just wait so that you both can get tested, so you'll both know where you stand before anything takes place. So hopefully people let this be a lesson, and you know, it'll be a lesson that you don't have to learn from, because you won't have to really worry about experiencing it yourself. So just hopefully just let this be a story. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.